Breaking news. HEX from Ethereum is showing strength. The only chart you need to look at is the eHEX to Pulse ratio. There is a lot of stuff going on here. Firstly, up the top, breaking news. Sommi was right. Now, if you're new, friends, of course, we're having fun here because we don't actually care about being right or wrong. We're just here to make money. I don't give a shit. I'm not selling you an indicator. I'm not selling you a mastermind course. I'm not selling you a subscription. There's actually nothing for me to then funnel you in and go, so now you should subscribe to this service of mine. You're free to do what you want, man. I don't really care. I got nothing to sell you. I don't really care. I've just told you. I put my neck out on the line here. Look at this. Look at this jaw, friends. Look at this jaw. By the way, this jaw cut the blade that was trying to shave me at the barber. Do you understand? Cut it. It cut it back. You tell me how that works. Mr. BonBon. I know you're watching, Mr. BonBon. Mr. BonBon. The things you said about me, Mr. BonBon. You were there with me from the start, the middle. Mr. BonBon, I thought the journey was just beginning. And Mr. BonBon turned his back on me, friends. Did I not tell you from the Bible? Jesus even said, Judas, you're going to be a Mr. BonBon. You're going to betray me for 2 silver pennies. Mr. BonBon. Well, Mr. BonBon, look at this. Look at this chart, all right? This is a nice chart, isn't it? You all remember, friends, I know, by the way, it's funny. There are people messaging me today. I'm like, hey, do you remember what you were saying about me 8 weeks ago? You wanted me dead. I know what it's like, friends. I was there, man. I'm there today. When we're watching someone, we're like, the candles are down. I hate you. I hate you. And then 2 months later, woohoo! This guy's got it going on, baby. Friends, I'm telling you, we're just freaking monkeys. Do you understand? We are monkeys. I got a peanut brain. It's the same thing. Do you understand? Dopamine up, dopamine down. Dopamine up, dopamine down. I'm telling you now, it is literally, we are all synchronized. All right? It's just funny to see this. Okay, so breaking news as well. I want you to know that eHEX is actually doing very well. Now, here's the thing, all right? Ratios unlock the real strength because if we check out the eHEX price chart here, wow, it's actually up 29% on the day. Wow, look at that. So this is the eHEX price chart, friends. I actually change it to like a 4 hour so you can see. So when you look at this, you're like, oh, well, I don't know what's going on. No one really cares about this stuff, friends. This is the poopy chart. You go, oh, you got a while to go, don't you, baby dolls? But look at this. Look at the pulse ratio. This is what you want to look at. You know, I'm going to have my box drawn the whole time. What's this? What's this? Oh, it's outside of the box. Good luck. Good luck fading me, friends. You don't want to fade me. You'll get it right 1 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10, I'll probably find a way to make money out of it, okay? Not 100% win rate. No one is. I'm just telling you. You were here, man, friends. You were here. I have it marked here. Weird Hex guy starts doxing me and stalking me down here. By the way, just shout out to... There was a guy. I'm going to call you out, by the way. I forgot your name already. There was a guy, friends. He found screenshots of me of when I was like, I did not know about HEX and I considered it a full scam. This was like the first half of 2020. And I thought Richard Hart was a scammer. Now, he DM'd me basically saying to me, he tried to blackmail me. Basically tried to say, hey, you better play ball and you better like do this stuff for me, okay? Follow me and do this other stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to show the world what you really said about Richard Hart back then. And I'm reading it. I was like, man, I reckon this guy's... he looks like an axe murderer. He's going to murder a family one day. I'll just click follow anyway. I just liked him. Anyway, in the midst of Richard Hart capitulating on HEX, by the way, this is the funny part. So if you're listening out there, you're a soy boy virgin little cuck with a pencil neck because your respected leader and founder fudded your bags down 85%, Habib. Your own founder did. And your friend Sommi here says, guess what? I'm buying. I like it. It doesn't look good for adoption out there, but I like it. All right? Your friend Sommi here is defending your bag. Your own founder was saying, abandon, I don't like you, eHEX, you're not my favorite child anymore, just destroy you, okay? How does that work, friends? How does me, not like Richard Hart 4 years ago, okay, because I thought it was a scammer, because all the information we had out there was a scamming, friends, I wasn't on Twitter. How does that story play out to get to where we are today, where Richard's then saying, okay, this coin I liked for 4 years, After this date, I don't like it anymore. But the market sells off 85%. And I'm saying, hey, I still like it. I still like it. I think the talking points for the past 4 years, I think they're still valid. How's that work? How's that work? And then I guess this little minion tries to leak out this stuff. And this is just funny. Like, it's funny to see these stories play out, and I'm navigating these. I'm just telling you, man, you just, like, I know it's hard, but I think you just need an older brother or a father figure or a leader in your life to tell you, stop being a little bitch and make up decisions for yourself. And guess what? These decisions are quite easy when you have someone wearing a freaking Pikachu Pokemon hat, not giving financial advice on the internet, drawing a big fat rectangle box here which says the words buy eHEX, DCA as it drops, and then sell eHEX, which is you rotate back into Pulse up here. It's a bit easier when you have a friend like me out here putting it out here for you, even though you're trying to blackmail me and Doxx. But I don't care about this. I'm telling you right now, it's a game. It's all PvP game, you understand? We are World of Warcraft characters. You're running around Ogrimmar, you understand? Trying to do the quests. You're trying to go to that bird dude at the top of the bridge. You understand? You're trying to do this, trying to look for a raid. This is all it is. It's some sort of like sick, twisted simulation, all these stories up here. But at the end of the day, you're trying to look for gold, okay? World of Warcraft gold, WoW gold. But you're trying to do it legit. You don't want to get banned by the admins out there, okay? So how do we do that? We chart stuff. We chart stuff and we look at ratios. And we try to see, okay, I've got to buy low. All right, I've got to buy low against what? But how do we know eHEX is low, friends? Why is eHEX low? eHEX is low against USD, sure. But it's double low against Pulse. That's basically the point out here. Now, it's funny. eHEX goes up 24%. I've actually got more Easter eggs to show you. Look what happens today. So there might have been a rotation. By the way, shout out to Maria, the Atropa Dev. By the way, thank you very much, friend. Because I think they're now the third biggest liquid eHEX holder. I think I've heard some stories about that. People showed screenshots. Shout out to everybody in the Atropa ecosystem. Bonding with eHEX, keeping it alive. That's right, fans. The degens are going to have the last laugh, as Mr. B Roots would say. That's funny. Now, if you type in eHEX, friends, and for your friend Sommi, you even see, friends, look this. eHEX has been given the coffin emoji. Lottery ticket. Wow, it's wearing the same hat as right now. Isn't that crazy? Wow. What things changed? Martini guy. Is he a bottom signal? Let's go deeper. You see that, friends? Majors oversold. So you can see this, friends. Look, this was a special case. This is a trophy I'm keeping in my cabinet. Because this is the one where I was like, man, the founder threw you out. Like, it's one thing to be like FUD and weak believer and like, oh, Dick Cherry's selling. Okay, get out. You know what I mean? Okay, this other guy's capitulating. Bleh, he gets out. Okay, but Richard Heart himself, the founder. See, friends, let me tell you something. Okay. This only comes because I've been in markets way too long, right? On this squeaky chair the whole time. Markets are bigger than just a few words and a little catalyst. They're actually bigger than that. It's more complex. It's a bigger network effect. And the market, what they consider fundamentals, is bigger than that. So when Richard Heart, there's a big bubble, and Richard Hart's in the middle. When he speaks, it reverberates out into the edge of the bubble, and everybody says the information. However, it's a chicken and an egg problem in terms of everybody's here because of Richard Hart's first 4-year talking points. But now Richard Heart says, eHEX, you suck. pHEX, you are the chosen one. Effectively, I'm paraphrasing. Everyone's going to try and change words. It's interpretation of the market. So the reverberation out into the bubble, it's a chicken and egg problem. I'm like, wait a minute. You're talking to people who are only here because the first 4 years of talking points worked. I've got to repeat that again, okay? You are speaking to everyone in PulseChain community. They are only here because of the first 4 years talking points which work. They are here. So now when you're saying something counter to those talking points, I took the bet, it's not going to break the bubble. I took the bet, they're going to stay here. It's also known as first mover advantage. It's also known as network effects being sticky. Also, people have an allegiance and a loyalty and an emotional connection because they watch the waves go right up and down. But there's also a part of sunk cost fallacy where everyone's like, well, man, I'm here the whole time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not touching anything, man, because these things have been going down forever. They just feel like it owes them so much. It is what it is. There's many, many words to describe it, okay? Do you see this? Now, I could only explain to you what I'm saying because I have had big fat eggplants smack me across the face in markets, left, right, up, down, inside, every orifice of my body, back and forth, friends. I've been exploited in ways you won't even imagine. I've had things happen to me in markets. Like, I could tell you stories of like literally, okay, once I was offside in a trade, it took me, I'm not joking, I didn't sleep. I'm not kidding, friends. I didn't sleep for 7 days. I was like 2-hour naps, okay? I think I was like 20 grand down. And I promise you, I spent 7 days. I made it back to like minus $800 only, okay? And then, instead of going to sleep, I traded and I held in the spread. And then a random news event came out in the bonds, and I went back to minus 20 grand and I stopped out. So I lost. So this is the funny part. I'd made 20 grand for the month. I lost all of it, made it all back, lost it in 2 seconds again. So this is the type of stuff you go through, friends. You just learn what markets can do to you, okay? That's why I've been through some stuff. Now, interesting to see Atropa, PDI, Teddy Bear doing this rotation, minus 24%, and then eHEX doing that. Are there rotations with the ratios? That's something interesting. It's like somebody that we have to carry on the boat as well. This is the chart I've just shown you with HEX from Ethereum. Also, interesting money from Starforks, saying, since no new money is coming into PulseChain liquidity, it's just shifting from one token to another. Y'all are out here PvPing. Good luck. Let me tell you something, friend. You know everything in Ethereum is the exact same thing, by the way. There is no new money coming into Ethereum. You can see that by the ETH BTC ratio. The only new money that's come in is in Bitcoin. It hasn't rotated out to many other places yet. Money went into Solana, but for the most part, the rest of crypto is still PvP mode. You're watching that. However, don't knock what's going on, because it's everybody with stable coins on the sidelines. They're now rotating back in. But what they're actually going to learn the hard way is, you know, friends, they've all sold, all these people with the bear market. They have all their money in the stable coins. They all think they can get the same prices when they go back in. They can't, because of how liquidity works. Because, like, for example, I'll give you an example, okay? There is $10 million on the offer, $10 million willing to sell at a certain price, but there's $1 billion worth of stable coins. And because the $10 million of the offer hasn't been taken, it's still on the supermarket shelf, everyone in crypto says, don't worry, there's plenty of time. I can buy this price here and there. They're all sitting there with their currency. But what eventually is going to happen is first guy starts chewing, whales start chewing, and then suddenly these guys realize they should have been buying the low the whole time. And that's what you're witnessing right now live. Copy paste that to the PulseChain ecosystem right now. You're watching these liquidities and ratios move around. That's why, friends, I've just shown you the eHEX to Pulse ratio, which is it right here. You see this down here. I can show it to you in real time. Right now, friends, you can see, I mean, from the low, but like, remember this guy down here, he liquidated, I think, 100 million eHEX. He EES'd it, and then he sold it. And also, just to let you know, 3 guys caused this whole move of 86% drop. 3 guys, pretty much. There was about 1.2 billion eHEX. They emergency end stake and they dumped it. Oh, man. Oh, man. You don't understand, friends, how loud I'm going to be if this goes back up here. Oh, my gosh. You cucks. You little bitches. You couldn't make a decision to save yourself. You failed the IQ test from Richard Hart, by the way. Your friend Sommi here is telling you right now, all of you who sold the eHEX failed. You all failed because Richard Hart told you for 4 years, these talking points, you said, yes, master, yes, master, yes, master, I understand. Then he changes it one day and you all go, okay, let's follow. You didn't learn anything. It's, friends, it's the equivalent of, I teach you your whole life, 2 + 2 is 4. Your whole life, you know 2 + 2 is 4. You know how to do maths. And then your dear leader comes out and says, 2 + 2 is 7. And you go, oh, it's 7 now. Okay, you failed the test. You literally failed the IQ test. Interesting if he... You know what's funny? Richard Hart's plan might not even been... Friends, I'm telling you, his plan might not even have been to keep eHEX alive. He's probably thinking, let's just kill it anyway. But after witnessing this, friends, I'm telling you, he might say something like, I do not hate eHEX. pHEX is just cheaper to use. He might say something like that, which is neutral, but the market will be like, purple drapes, and it's going to be interpreted as bullish. Remember, I mentioned this to you. Vitalik said, I do not hate Chainlink, and then Chainlink went on a massive run because Vitalik was known to FUD Chainlink, and then it went up like a 400x move or whatever it did from that point, okay? So that's right, guys. Remember I told you, we're all in this bubble. It's a community, right? It's a community out here. We're all here because of his talking points. That's pretty much true. You have to summarize it. When he changes something, he's trying to go counter to it. You think, uh-oh, he's going to break the bubble. He's going to break the bubble. Guess what? The bubble's holding. The bubble's holding. That's why eHEX is having a rotation back up to show value. You go, hey, we have a new established range against PulseChain, the SPI. So that's why, friends, you're seeing all this breaking news stuff, and we are successful, right? Fading the soy boys. By the way, it's not done yet. You can still play around this range if you want. We've faded the soy boys. Threatened me with violence, okay? Threatened me, by the way, trying to dox me, do all this weird stuff. Kind of funny, bro. Like, I'm trying to say your bags shouldn't go to zero. I'm trying to tell you that. And I'm trying to tell you, for the 99.9% of people who aren't in PulseChain, which is true, friends, there's 400 million people in crypto. Okay, 400 million people. It's actually 420 million. All right. 219 million of them are in altcoins. All right. About 200 million altcoins, 200 million Bitcoin. Okay. Let's just go to the 200 million in altcoins. Forget the Bitcoin people. Of the 200 million people who have altcoins, PulseChain only has 200,000. So it's like 0.1%. So I'm not even making these numbers up, okay? 99.9% of everyone in crypto doesn't like Richard Heart. They've seen PulseChain, they've seen the outrage marketing, they've seen HEX, they don't like it. You are trying to onboard them, all right? Now, when you tell them that everything is going great and you tell them that this chart is actually healthy, they look at you like a schizo. They say, I don't trust that person with a knife in the kitchen, all right? I don't trust him to make me a Nutella sandwich. He's going to try to poke me in the back with his remote controller in his pocket. He's going to do some weird stuff to my dead body when he's done with it. That's what they're thinking, man. They're literally thinking, I'm just telling you that. I'm not here to criticize. I'm just telling you, hey, is the plan, I'm asking everyone, is the plan to front run Richard's 170,000 ETH, or is the plan to onboard people? Like with Mr. Funding Jim Gary is trying to say, go, hey, you're trying to speak to people outside of the bubble. 99.9% of people. I think it's important to look at what they see. Step inside their shoes, their fluffy slippers. What do they see from their perspective? They see, okay, 99.9% down. Now they say, okay, friends, but you know, they were listening to all the talking points. They just haven't jumped in yet. They were listening, friends, to all of you saying, don't worry, Richard's going to rescue this and it's going to go back up. They were listening to all of that. They're listening to the eHEX price chart, friends. They're listening to, this is the eHEX price chart. They're listening to that. They're not in yet because they're plebs. They don't know how to buy low, okay? So they were listening, they're waiting, all right? They're waiting to see, is this thing start to going up? Now they'll start buying. They'll buy it at 30 cents. That's what they're waiting to see. And I'm trying to tell you that. Unfortunately, before that can happen, what they now see is, wait a minute, you all said he was going to rescue it, and that the talking points of scarcity T-shares and staking and the best superior store of value and all this other great stuff was enough to carry it up. But now I've just watched the founder abandon it. That's their perspective. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, I go, well, I'm going to be fine. This is just harming the prices. And when I was saying this, friends, it was very controversial because the crowd was still in anxiety mode up here. Okay, they were still in anxiety mode. So when I was saying not good for adoption, we were still here. And then red. Now everybody is like so depressed, friends. Remember, I told you, friends. I go back and watch my videos. I said, all right, up here, all right, friends, everyone thought next leg was higher, by the way, because we're like so low. Up here, I was telling you about this, everyone. You'll hear, man, you'll remember. But the crowd was still cocky. They go, it's going to be great. We're all going to pump. And I'm like, I hope so, man. Anyway, we started going down. And I literally, friends, as all the death threats and the violence and the blackmail and all this weird stuff comes at me, I said, you know what, the lows, you know how you're hating me? You're asking me to stop making videos. You're asking me to stop talking about eHEX and stuff right now on anything. When we get to the lows, you're going to be begging me to make more. Right? This is where we are now. This is where we are now. Friends, you got to look at these prices, okay? After all this time, by the way, we've got a new cope line here, the new log line chart. I mean, we retraced down. I mean, think of it, it's down 76% in PulseChain from already being down. Okay, so yeah, they are asking me to make videos. It's funny. They are asking me to make more videos. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Go check my Twitter replies. People are saying, stop covering Tang Gang. Stop covering Hexy Bastard's 9-inch Willy. Stop covering this P-Dye scam. Start making more videos about PulseChain, PulseX, and Richard Heart coins. They don't know. The same people asking me to stop making videos because I was so sure of victory and that Richard's PHEX Maxi talking point was going to send him to victory. Now they're like, can you please stop talking about the altcoins that are moving up? What's this? No. What's this dick with butt? Please. I don't blame you, friends. I don't blame. I'm in the trenches here with you. Do you understand? I've got a Pikachu hat. I've got a peanut brain. I've got a straight posture. All right. And today we're training chest, by the way. So, and we'll do some glutes as well. I am in the trenches here with you. I don't blame you. I don't have any resentment. If you notice, friends, I can take any hit on the chin. I'm there with you, man. I cheer with you and I feel all the prices going down. I'm just telling you at the end of the day, what I say is true, man. Ask yourself this. Do you want to be right or do you want to make money? Okay? Yeah, maybe eHEX is dead in 10 years. Sure. Maybe eHEX goes to shit in 10 years. But I'm just telling you now, I buy cheap prices. When I see something in a discount zone around the pulse ratio, I like it. That's it. What was everyone doing during that time, by the way? They were buying the tops of everything else. All right, they were buying the tops of everything else. These lessons that you learn here, they will take you very far. I can't promise you I can hold your hand the whole way because I'm not into that, friends. Holding everyone's hands, you know, I only got 2 hands. But you've learned to be a master of anything. Sometimes things get contradicted. Sometimes you get swept off your feet. There's always chaos in markets. But you need a strategy. Guess what? Most people's strategies suck. It does suck. That's why I've given you the cheat code, man. I'm like, you know what? You suck. You need knee pads because you're sucking off all the leaders all the time. You need a way to structure how you view markets so that you can see what a cheap price is, man. And this is what it is right now. All right? There's going to be more of it coming. By the way, just I'm going to tell you now, I don't give a damn if this thing drops to 0 right now. I really don't care. I'll show you the chart ratio right now, okay? I don't care if this comes back down here. I don't care. I'll keep DCAing. I don't care. It's part of the plan. Just showing you capitulation, deep, red zone. Remember, everyone's like, eHEX, the founder doesn't like it. You know, watch one of my videos, man. What was I saying during that time? Guess what, friends? Richard Heart doesn't like DogWifHat, a useless meme coin. It flipped the entire PulseChain ecosystem in 5 months. And it's still bigger today, by the way. It did a 200,000x return. Yes. In 5 months. Doesn't do anything. Meme coin. The dev sold everything for 29 grand. Fumbled 150 million. Okay. Ansem doesn't have a coin. Doesn't have a project. Doesn't have billions of dollars. He started from nothing pretty much. And he became main character. Nothing to do with Richard Heart. Richard Heart doesn't like him. Doesn't like Solana. It still happened. Okay. So I'm just learning you. There are many things that Richard Heart doesn't like that are going to go up. Just like there are stuff he does like that goes down. Have you heard of a coin called Monero? Not catching up with BTC. I hope it does, though. I can't believe I get this out for free, by the way. Like, subscribe, bell button, I'll catch you soon.